Marvel Rivals dropped with a big beefy roster of 33 characters right at launch. So how are you supposed to figure out who your main should be? Well, if you're a true gamer, like me, you'd sit your butt down and get a win with every single character. So that's what I did on Christmas Day because, I don't know, I didn't have any other plans. Would I be able to get 33 wins with 33 different characters, some of which I'm playing for the first time? Only one way to find out. To watch these runs live, I am streaming on Twitch all the time, apparently even on holidays. Join the Patreon to support the channel, that's the best place to do it. Sub to 2Lock and Mango for Elden Ring, maybe some other Souls games like Bloodborne. It did okay. Sub to 2Lock the Cardbarian if you like Magic the Gathering and Commander videos, and sub to 2Lock the Barbarian if you want some homebrew D&D 5e stuff. Now let's jump in with the best jumper in the game. We're just gonna start off doing the tanks and move down. There are characters I am confident in. There are characters I am not confident in. Here's what I am confident in. We're playing on a controller because when I tried to run this game on my PC, it looked at me, cried, and yeah, so we're playing it on PS5, and that's fine. Yeah, okay, so extra challenge. I'm using a DualSense wireless PlayStation 5 controller. Sony's check cleared for me shilling Astrobot. Hopefully they send another one quick because I'll talk about that game all the time. It was great. Hulk is our first hero because we're going alphabetically, and the alphabet starts with H.
Was that wrong?
No, it's because he's listed as Bruce Banner for some reason. Well, you start as Bruce Banner and then you turn into the Hulk, but I don't know. Like, you're never gonna try and play as Bruce. First team comp's looking okay as long as nobody flies. Our goal is to hit that Hulk Tua, spitting on that thing, and then give everyone the clap. It goes poorly. We dive in a little too deep. When you get hit, Hulk calms down and goes back to Banner form, just like the Hulk, I guess. I understand it from a gameplay mechanic perspective, but it doesn't totally click with the lore. Second jump out goes better. We pound the daylights out of Crisp Rat and then get shredded down by the Punisher. It's not a lot better, but it's a little better. We really just don't stop bullying Chris. I wouldn't have it any differently. Get to the first checkpoint and we even take out Magneto as little baby Banner. One of our teammates disconnects, that's gonna be fine, and we unleash the true Hulk. The person was only holding us back. Honestly, yeah, the cart started to move a lot better after that person left. Little concerning that at this point I'm the ace on the team because I'm not playing super well or anything. I'm really just trying to be the payload princess. For those unfamiliar, hero shooters like this and Overwatch are not actually about shooting as the hero, they're about capturing small points and walking slowly behind a car. People forget that and try to have fun with the shooting because it's called a hero shooter, so they think they're supposed to shoot. But I won't make that mistake. I'm not here to have fun. I'm the payload princess and I'll get everything done. We also get the MVP in our first match. Hey, that's that Hulk Tua. You know, spit on that thing. Anyone want to buy my cryptocurrency, by the way? I need money. Next match, we're playing as Captain America with another true patriot. Oh, we got Luigi on our team. It's Luigi. They stand no chance. Boy, I hope Luigi gets a lot of kills this round, you know? I bet Luigi got a lot of kills last round, but I hope Luigi gets more kills. Like, I hope I get a lot of kills, but I do hope Luigi gets more kills. Captain America is tricky, which is my way of saying kinda bad. But I've played a lot of him, so I kinda know my role. You get in the middle and hope you can start slinging that shield. It doesn't work great. In Overwatch, there's one melee character, Reinhardt. He's got a big, long hammer that he swings around. It's a disjointed hitbox in front of him. Marvel Rivals has like 7, and none of them have an extended range. Or they have very little extended range. It kinda sucks, but you do get a little range if you hit 2 punches. You start bouncing the shield around everyone. Unfortunately, the team comp isn't exactly Captain America friendly. Luigi's our only healer though? No, Luigi doesn't like healthcare. I'm staying positive, both in attitude and KD, but just barely on both accounts. Poor Luigi can't keep up as the only healer. I don't think the game needs role queue, but everyone should know how to play a healer because every team needs to. We lost the first round of the day, and losses are rough because they're basically just wasted time. This is gonna take a lot of time. Same map, different side, still only one healer, but at least it's Mantis, the ideal healer for Captain America. When you get her damage boost on, the character can actually hurt the enemy team. She's doing a great job keeping us alive since Captain America doesn't actually have that many defensive defensive abilities. His shield has 400 health, but it also doesn't cover his legs or sides at all. No regen whatsoever. I could do this all day? No, he can do it for about 3 seconds, and then he needs to start sprinting for a health pack. I understand that he can't deflect bullets directly, that might be a little busted, but Genji in Overwatch does that, and it's fine. Also, the fact that Cap's shield has less health than Doctor Strange's, and it's way smaller, I don't know, feels bad, man, because this is like the shield guy. He's the shield guy. His shield should be really good, and it kinda isn't. Also, the fact that he can't pull it up after you've put it down, and it goes on a 2-second cooldown, that's downright unpatriotic of the company that made this game. It's like they're not even American.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
We make it right to the end and then get farmed over and over again. Even the last minute assemble can't save the day. This is the worst, because not only did it take us 2 matches and we didn't get the win, this one lasted as long as it possibly could have. Time for America, round 3. Yeah, attempt 3, we still have one of the best teammates ever as a healer. Dixon Cider! Dixon Cider 69! Yes! 3 healers? Okay. Let's go, Dixon Cider. Still on Tokyo. They really want us to get the Shibuya win, huh? Or they like watching us lose here. One of the two. I'm getting aggressive. You kind of have to be when your only yeet option recharges every 8 seconds. Loki clones are actually great for Cap to go against since they don't move and let you farm up the hits you need to start throwing the shield on your primary attack. This one goes 100% optimally. We hold them on the first point, which gives us the fastest win possible. Now it's time to tame some Strange. Or not. We hit up Adam Warlock since our team had a Mantis. I figured we could swap the order as long as I kept track, but this is the only out of order game we do, because I also realized that if I go healer every time we don't have enough healers, we'll be done with healers in 5 games. Adam is great, really blasting the yeets out there, healing pretty quickly, and even getting 1 free res when we die. I love that. Jeff kidnaps only us, and it's time for an epic boss fight. Yeah, I'm not good at hitting Jeff. Thank God Mantis came to our rescue. His ult lets us res the squad, but I'm so cracked at heals that nobody dies for like a long time. Eventually the enemy Magneto gets a few kills, but we're hard locking them at this first point. We actually never died without using our auto res, so, you know, very easy win. So now we'll tame some Strange and get 2 healers from the jump.
I just wanted to say thanks.
Nobody wants to wait for me to set up a teleporter or even for me to set up a shield. I have a massive shield. If the idiots can just wait for me to be in front of them, it would work great. When 2 people die, I figure we can set up the TP and they'll wait for it. But no, at least we get the first tick. Then Mantis pops her ult and I start cleaning up. Yeah, I love Strange. One of my better characters. I mean, one of the best characters in the game, like objectively. I think everyone kind of agrees that Strange is one of the best tanks. Basically, we're just holding up the shield and trying to help the DPS get it done, then giving up because they're garbage and just doing the DPS for them. Strange ain't bad at DPS, just throws lasers at people's faces, then gets in close and lets that dark magic out. I just feel like I've got to do everything for this damn team. I am the deeps, I'm the payload princess, I'm the shield. They're not even blowing up the onks. Eventually, the enemy team starts spawn camping us, and hey, can't blame them. I set up a shortcut, and once again am the only one who capitalizes, taking out the Hawkeye and then blasting the ult to finish off 2 more. We get the second point, and it is 100% on my back.
I shouldn't have capped that point. That was a mistake. I just wasted like 5 minutes. All the tanks have good DPS, except for Cap. Oh my god! I have blocked 34,000 damage. Yeah, call a chiropractor. Then tell them they're not a real doctor and call someone else, because I got the team on my back. We still got 3 heroes done in the first hour. Hopefully the second hour goes better.
Go to the mark sheet. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today.
It's another Strange round, but this time our team is slightly more capable. Not really. Kids, if your Doctor Strange has the shield up, trust him, shoot some people. Get a pick. Think of the game as a TTRPG and fix the initiative in your favor. If you knock out one of their team, you have more people on your team. God, do I really have to tell people to do damage? I guess. They cap the first point basically immediately. We're able to hold them off in the second phase. Today's disappointing DPS is Hela, who is rocking a nice 0.5 KD at this point, with maybe the most simple point and shoot character in the game. KD ratio isn't everything, but if you're playing the I kill people lady, your job is to kill people. I'm not even carrying this team. Mantis is, which is pretty standard. Mantis generally carries. I kind of flop and learned that Doctor Strange's ult.
That doesn't work if he's in the turret? Okay, well, I guess I learned something about the Eye of Agamotto.
Okay, one of my favorite characters, taking 3 matches, cool. Next try, I open up the portal and take out one of the healers right away. It's Warlock though, so he's right back instantly. Still, you gotta burn that res eventually. Now this one's really starting to roll. The payload does not stop moving and it goes great. So it's time to talk about something I can't really account for. Bot matches. Apparently, if you lose too many rounds in a row, the game will just mercy rule you into a match against bots. So you feel like you're cracked and you keep playing. Did that happen to me at some point in this day? Probably, but I don't think we ever lost more than 2 in a row. Maybe 2 is all it takes. I don't know. There's really no way to know if it's bots or people. And even when it's bots, I think it's bots and some people. So maybe sometimes we're on a bot team, and that's why I think everyone on our team is so terrible. Maybe sometimes we're beating the bots, and that's why we roll. But I've definitely been in matches where nobody on our team gets a kill and we get rolled and lose. So like, I think it just happens sometimes that one team is just better than the other. Regardless, we take wins where we can. I get the MVP for the second time in 4 characters. Way to go, Doctor. Groot is the Fortnite character because like Fortnite, I've never played him. We get a 3-point match, so I'll have plenty of time to figure it out, but also, we might waste the most time possible, and that's bad. Some walls give you extra damage, some walls give you over health, and figuring out how to build them mid-fight is very easy if you've played the hit game Fortnite, which I haven't. So there are just walls, places, sometimes. No real plan or strategy. At least Jeff is keeping us well watered, or trying to. Not really though, he just kind of stops healing us whenever we get to half HP. Jeff, I wasn't done. Do you wanna top me off? You get ult charge. You know, keep healing me, buddy. Like, there might not even be anything happening. He just only goes up to half. Despite my full frontal nubity, we actually managed to get the first point. And the second point has a little octagon area that's perfect for Groot to lock off. Okay, easy first game win, right? We get it to 50%, and then I just run in and keep throwing down walls. Emphasis on throwing. Yeah, somehow we don't clutch this out. Our KD is negative going into round 3, but it's better than one of our 4 DPSs. Yeah, this is another round where we only have 1 healer. So winning that first point actually sucks and made the whole thing take longer. Let's try it again. We're back in Wakanda. Same maps, actually. So at least we have practice. But I just keep getting farmed by the Iron Man. And, well, everyone else. At least it's going fast. Yeah, that one was really, really bad. Can I get a bot match, please? We're charging into Venom World and fully roll. Everything is going perfect. And yeah, these might be bots. Or this is just the first time I've played Groot with 2 healers behind me instead of 1 or less. Honestly, I don't know which one is more likely. Even if it's bots, this is still an endurance test. We've only got 5 characters in an hour and 50 minutes. If it takes a bot match, that's still time we gotta waste. Magneto's up next. I've played quite a bit of him. Just put the shields up and spam. It's really quite simple. Ideally, we'd have a Wanda, but he's fine without it. Easy first point win. Hopefully we can just keep rolling. Really, we get lucky because the enemy team is pretty trash this time. They're under-queued for a bit of the second match, and then they get another person on the team and win the second point. Oh no, we're down to 1 healer again. Okay, time to play out of my goddamn mind on point 3. We're absorbing bullets left, right, and center, getting everything up to 99% before they cap again. It's stressful, but we get in there, get our job done, and get another MVP. You're welcome, scrubs. But you know what? I'm sick of this terrible team comp Bologna. Let's get a little help from our friends.
I think everyone should say penis so we can take away the negative power of the word.
That's right, we brought in a ringer. It's friend of the show, Mason. You might know Mason from editing and writing some episodes of Building Character on the D&D channel, and more recently some episodes on the Magic the Gathering channel. He also plays Rivals, so we can make sure to have a healer sometimes. It's Penny time, and she's not that difficult of a hero to play. The game is lying to you. They do cap the first point really fast, but once the cart starts moving, we can set up camp and spray in. It kind of works, but we're getting a little bit rolled. I wish someone would have told me that the world was gonna roll me. Penny really benefits from having time to throw down a million mines and having a second tank. Eventually someone switches, so they tank up front and we set up camp in the back. The enemy Penny foolishly thinks that they can spider time into our camp, which is absolutely loaded with mines, get to the overtime and then just spider all around. That was a big Penny win. Who doesn't love big pennies? Corey, can you put the sentence up in subtitles? There's a joke in there that needs to be typed out, and the joke is penis. After Penny's game, I'm feeling a little Thor, another dick joke. Just imagine that one, good viewer. It's just for the subtitle enjoyers. And we've got home field advantage. This is one of those heroes I'm more practiced with. There was a mission to use Captain America and Storm with the team up from Thor, so I felt obligated to be Thor and help people complete that mission.
Guiding others to a treasure I cannot possess.
Actually, it's not all that hard. People play Thor sometimes. There, Jeff tries to take us for a ride, but the only ride I'm going on is the payload. Until it gets stuck on the corner. Yeah, turning's hard, mostly because the enemy team can kind of set up behind the corner, so you're at a disadvantage just going into that. Also, worth noting, if you're ever on this map, hang out on the corner. Just camp the corner. Don't push out ahead of the corner. That's how you lose this corner. It gets to overtime, we're a foot away and we miss it. Looking at the stats at the end, it's kind of wild that we lost. We had way better numbers. I guess we just really struggled to stay on the car. Back to Asgard again, but this time we're doing control points. First fight on the point goes great. We straight up bully with the lightning. Iron Man takes out two of our buddies with his big pulse, but thanks to our ult and a trade with Groot, we're able to take it back pretty fast. At only 1% left, it goes to them again, but by the time we walk back from spawn, the rest of the team got it. Honestly, several of these wins are just going to be the team carrying us. Mason's kind of carrying this one. He's jeffing it up, and since we have a Luna on the team, he also gets the freeze shot, or the shark Tua, if you will, team up on that thing. Towards the end of round 2, I just kind of run in there and bully them way further than I should. We won, so, it's fine. It's time for the last tank, Venom, and my boy is caked up. I'm not good as Venom, I just know he's a dive tank, and it didn't click with me the first stock. After that, I just kind of walked forward and hit R1. It worked great. Home field advantage, sure, but that doesn't actually do anything. I probably should have clarified that earlier to viewers who don't play this game. It's a 5-minute match. Not really anything to talk about. I just kind of walked forward and hit the attack button. Black Panther is our first DPS, and he's also caked up, but not as caked up as Venom. We're carving up the back line and making our way back to the spawn. It goes fine. Basically, you mark people with the spear or the kick, so your attacks do great damage. If you don't mark them, the attacks do bad damage. You can do great damage or bad damage, but never really good damage as Black Panther. It's okay. The backline treading is definitely working, but flanking doesn't push a car, and neither does dying a lot. That's another L. Insta-locking DPS is just not something I'm used to. Generally, I wait to see what other players pick and fill out the team accordingly. I'm a good guy. So it's stressful when we don't have 2 healers and I'm just not switching. Is this what you sickos do every time? What is wrong with you people? I feel like I played way worse in the second round of Panther, but the team played better. Maybe I was just taking up space in the back line or something, and that's why everyone else did so well.
Sure, Jan.
Whatever the case is, we won.
Tracer. I'm already Tracer.
Time to play a sniper on controller.
Well, we're boned.
It's Black Widow era. Normally I think you're supposed to target squishies, but I'm targeting the big bodies, and for some reason, they have 3 tanks to start off. Now, why target big bodies? Well, for someone who's bad at aiming, they're easier to hit. And honestly, it kind of goes fine. But even more honestly, I don't get why people like this. Sure, we won, but just sitting on a perch waiting for people to jump into my line of fire?
This is boring.
Second sniper immediately. It's Hawk Guy time, and Hawk Guy is apparently very busted. Don't think that's true on controller though. Oh, for those who don't know, aiming on a controller is harder than a keyboard and a mouse. With a mouse, you just point it ahead and click. With a controller, you gotta turn sticks. That's worse. But here's the thing, I'm cracked. And also, I know what to do when my friend Mason plays Doctor Strange. I stand behind him and shoot things. I'm better than 90% of DPS players already. Yeah, but it doesn't go great. We lost the first point, but we're even on our KD ratio, which means I'm doing better than the other DPS. The problem is we're getting shredded by the Punisher's turret, and I'm getting shredded in the back by magic. Mason opens up a portal for me. I do not capitalize on it. Really wish I could just swap to Mantis and put this team on my back. Oh well. At least we lost fast. Kind of. Let's try it again at the Hydra base and immediately get got as we run in. At least the enemy team has a penny. I can feel like I accomplished something by blowing up the nest. They also have an Iron Man though, and unfortunately that is my job. We won though. I shot the flyer. I'm better than 90% of DPS players. Amazing. First point captain, we kind of did okay. Maybe they're bots. We only lost 1 match, so I don't think so, but really, I think I just attribute this to me understanding my role. If you're struggling with the game, take a second, breathe, and think about what your character is supposed to be doing. Hopefully hearing that in a YouTube and not in a public group chat will make you more likely to do it.
I doubt it, but you never know.
I played 1 round of Hela before this, but we have the skin, so we need to get the win. Hela is easy. It's the most point and click, brain dead, easy win character ever. Mason's playing Thor because if I get a kill that gives him shields or resurrects him when he dies, kinda wasted the ult. More Sonic Unleashed than Hell Unleashed. You can't win them all, you know? But we do win this one. guaranteed. There's no damage fall off, so aiming doesn't really matter. We can just hang out in the back and throw knives in and hope they connect. Sometimes they do, that's good enough. Waste another ult at the end, but who cares? I'm simply so good, I don't need the ult to win. Here's a question, if he's called the Immortal Iron Fist, why am I dying so fucking much? Checkmate, atheists. Takes a few stocks for us to figure it out. This character I've literally never played, but yeah, kind of get why people say he's busted. That lock-on he has, every melee character needs that. Still not doing great. There's a bunch of buttons on this character, and I don't like the fists as a weapon type in Elden Ring. I want reach. It was close, but no cigar. For them, smoking kills people. Don't do it. Ready for another quick one? This is the first time I've played Iron Man, and currently, the only match I've ever played Iron Man in. But Mason's playing Hulk, giving us the Gamma Overload, and y'all, this hits so hard. Also, we're in quick play, so nobody knows to look up. The beams have splash damage. You can zoom back from spawn. His aerial mobility is 5 times better than Storm's for no goddamn reason. Like, why is he better at flying? We'll complain about Storm when we have to play her. For now, Iron Man becomes my best character with a 7-to-1 KD ratio because
I am Iron Man.
can we squeeze one more DPS into this power hour? If we do, that would be magic. What is this? Tulok the Cardbrarian, where we build some decks for underrated commanders in Magic the Gathering, with the Malcolm and Grist videos edited by our co-streamer for this stream, Mason? If there was a character I wanted to main when this game launched, it was Magic. I love Ileana. There's just one problem.
I'm still a piece of garbage.
Every Magic main is like, she's really easy if you just eat, dash, attack, animation cancel with the melee, and animation cancel into the portal, and then you do-si-do and the mosi-mo, and you should be dead. I don't have time to learn all that. I'm playing every character for 20 minutes or less, ideally. Round 2, I kick it off with the Dark Child, though, and that goes better. Basically, we upgrade our Claymore into the full Guts Greatsword, but I've done nothing for the team until that ult. For me, this is just a character that either clicks or doesn't, and it's nowhere in between. Somehow, we capped the second point. Now, this time when we hit the Dark Child, it goes worse. We just die, get no kills, but we run back in and don't do anything again. I am officially the DPS that needs to switch. At least it took as long as possible. Hour 5, we need to keep going with Magic.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
Team comp looks good. We've got our healers, time to flank. We lost a melee fight to a Black Widow that didn't drop her sniper rifle. I suck. First point gets capped real fast. Hopefully we'll keep moving and not just lock down under the bridge. Dark Child goes all right. We don't die again until Storm hits us with a tornado. Tornadoes hurt. Pretty understandable. Killing Strange after he hits his ults feels pretty good. Capping that second point with plenty of time left on the clock feels even better. Finally, things are actually clicking. We get a nice 4 kills with the Dark Child, technically 3 and 1 more after, but whatever, we won. Time to take the moon.
You take the moon, now you take the moon, now you take the moon, now you take the moon.
It's Moon Knight, baby, living proof that just because you're goth doesn't mean you can't wear white. As is tradition, we run in and die. Then I just get hit and throw the Ankh down and spam for a minute. It works. For a minute. I'm trying real hard to contest, but this one just isn't in our favor. Point 2, maybe it'll click. Did our Jeff just ult and spawn before the match started?
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Our healers are getting carved up with nobody to defend them, and I'm true trash with Moon Knight to come to their rescue. Except then we kind of put the wheels on the bus and make them go round and round. By that I mean we win one round. Maybe 3-point maps are good. They let me figure out how to use the character. I know I can't aim for shit, so I'm literally just aiming for the Ankhs. Works pretty well, honestly, until they lock us out. Well, hopefully all that practice will help with the next match. This time, we just have to stop the car from moving. I feel like Moon Knight works better on defense because, you know, camping, set up an Ankh, hit it, works great. He's also got some mobility if you just want to jump around on the point. Easy hold, fast win. I don't think that was bots because we only lost one. God, this whole day is just one big Turing test. Namor is a turret character with octopus turrets. He doesn't have flight, despite that being his mutant power. I'm kind of upset about it. It's funny that he was kind of the first mutant in the MCU though. Or did Miss Marvel come out before Wakanda Forever? I don't remember the release order. Whoops. I'm gonna pretend it was Wakanda Forever first. Can't remember. I'm playing poorly here, and I was actually doing the best on the team, despite getting rolled. I guess we have to play name more. I still didn't get better, but I did get Luna Snow on the squad, and that makes Namor 30% better. Probably Namor better than that even. The Ice Squid is so good, and it's an extra squid. But here's the gameplay problem, gamers. Don't put your squids on the ground as Namor. They stick to walls, and they have the range of a combat sniper. Throw them on the walls, then don't hang out in the fray. Namor can yeet that spear all the way back to Atlantis if he has to, stay in the back and throw. Doesn't matter, because this time the enemy team threw, and I got MVP again. Two-Lock? More like Psylocke. It's another character I wanted to main. I love Lady Mutants, what can I say? God, that's so true. Kitty Pryde ever gets added to this game, with Lockheed as her range attack, a little dragon that shoots fireballs, your boy's done with Elden Ring. I'm gonna be the rank 0 Kitty Pryde. Anyway, I'm trash as Psylocke. They're down a player and we're still getting rolled. Was kinda hoping some Genji Overwatch skills would translate into Psylocke, but nope, doesn't matter. Somehow, we still get it to click and lock them off before they cap the second point. We're over halfway through the characters, but it's still mostly DPS. There's a lot of DPS in this game. Scarlet Witch is pretty simple, just hold down the beams and occasionally shoot the other beam. Magneto's on the squad too, so he should be stronger.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Wookie, wookie, wookie.
But it doesn't work. Only one healer, it ain't enough. Open up round 2 with a little pure chaos. Am I a pro Shadow Hedgehog? No, because I'm negative on my KD. Guess we need to live and learn. Right at the end, we get the triple with the chaos control and then die. Still lose. Oof. Run it back. We might melt it up on the first point, but goddamn, this girl does not have any health. Can you tell I'm used to playing tanks? First ult gets the whole team. That's nice, feels good. Mason gets a huge Jeff ult, gobbling them up and spitting them out, but this isn't his video, so don't look at it. These are my plays. Mine. We get a third ult with 2 or more picks. They're in overtime, but alas, they get it over the line.
This is so risky. I don't care.
Look, it's fine if I die if I take out more of them than I am. Ideally, I wouldn't die, but you take what you get and you get what you give. It's a radical thought, a new radical thought. Clutch it out playing tank, then flying up and dropping down with some pure chaos. That's another MVP win. Maybe we need to make this challenge a little harder next time. Get MVP with every character.
No. No, I don't think I will.
It's Spider time, not Penny again, but Peter. Some people think that Spider-Man is the most difficult character in the game, but I think it's the easiest. It just clicks with me. I'm playing lore-accurate Spider-Man here perfectly right out the gate.
Spider-Man doesn't kill people.
Yeah, I'm not killing anyone. I'm getting trashed. They have a Namor and we're down a person. Now, why is Namor a problem? Remember those auto-lock squid turrets? They don't really care how bouncy you are as Spider-Man. They're gonna hit their shots. I'm not bad at hitting the ult, but to be fair, it's just kind of hitting everyone in an area. Not much to show for these games, just walking in, getting squished. Round 2, let's try flanking, and yeah, no kills.
I took out a Loki clone.
Good job, buddy. They have a Namor again, and I thought nobody picked this guy. On Christmas, at least. This is when the Namor hype started to build, I think. Like, now I see a lot of Namor, but this was the first day I saw a lot of Namor, and it was surprising. Grabbed the first point, then get a nice little group up kill with our ult. Things are getting a little better. At least we can go back from spawn fast and die again. Or hard carry the team, like a pizza.
Okay, got Warlock out. Got Mantis out. Got Namor out.
Yeah, okay, sometimes we get it working. Right here at the end, my spider sense just started tingling. I finished that spider off faster than Black Cat on a rooftop. From a Spider-Man to a Squirrel Girl, and since we have Spider-Man on our squad, I even get a sticky nut. Normally, Squirrel Girl can nut a few times and lock people down, but this Spider-Man nut makes her a real menace. Also, per the comics, probably gives her cancer. This one ain't going well. There's only 5 people on the enemy team and they're still rolling with us. This is what I mean when I say sometimes humans are just bad. Like, they gotta think we're bots, right? Imagine being down a person and absolutely trampling over the enemy. We got our sandy cheeks clapped here. But sometimes the second nut is better than the first. We don't have Spidey's extra sticky solution this time, but we do have 2 healers, and I'll take that. Our nuts bounce off corners, which means our accuracy doesn't matter as much for someone who's trash at aiming, like me. Eventually we start flanking, and that works. I goofed. I should have just thrown. Yeah, capping was a bad idea if you don't think you can win. It's just wasted time. My confidence we will finish is low, but I'll still shoot my nuts everywhere. I don't really think you're supposed to play Squirrel Girl as a flanker, but that's kind of what's working. Anytime I try to bounce back like I'm supposed to, it doesn't work. We hit overtime again, and this time it's Mason who clutches it out as Luna Snow. It's a real nail biter, or a nut biter. One more overtime and... On as best I can. No, I was on it! One more. 2 L's is Squirrel Girl, but this time we'll get that nut, especially if the enemy team doesn't come contest when I sneak around the back. Payload Princess wins again. Here's the thing, I think that proves they aren't bots this match. Maybe, because wouldn't bots be programmed to play the point? It works again, a second time. I just run around, stand on the cart, and it moves. They just won't leave the spawn alone. Finally get a decent ult off. I don't know why I'm so bad with it. I'm trying to aim it at areas with lots of walls for it to bounce off of, but maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. I should be trying to use it when there's lots of enemies to hit with it. Towards the end, I realized they have a Venom and a Namor, which means there's almost as many tentacles here as the average piece of Squirrel Girl fan art.
Well, I don't understand what the octopus is getting out of any of this. And frankly, the young woman doesn't look very happy either.
But in the end, much like anyone looking at the Marvel Rivals fan art Reddit, we get our nut.
It's over, and I feel so alone.
Star-Lord was one of my better practice matches, so I expect great things. And things do go great because I am hard carried by the team. This is the most embarrassing win by far. I do nothing of value. I only feed. I'm trying to do stealth flanking stuff, but they catch me the first time and every other time. I am not putting any points on the board. I am 0-7 when we're on the last point holding them. I pop my ult, it does nothing. They have almost fully rolled us and I have now died 10 times. Good freaking God, man, how did we win that? Thank you, everyone else. That was the worst win ever, but you know what? We take those. Storm should be a healer. You pick Storm to buff the team, and she's kind of all right at that. Her damage is butt cheeks. She flies so slowly, and one of her abilities is a movement buff. Doesn't matter, she's just so slow and still feels bad, and even worse considering she's like one of the strongest mutants ever. Still, the damage buff helps everyone else do damage, and I've found nobody shoots her, because you know, why would you shoot her? She's not doing anything. She's hard to heal, but our Jeff makes it work and we cap the first point. If you want her to be DPS, make the lightning chain, you know, bounce off of people and hit other people. That'd be decent. Make the wind blasts do damage, you know, that seems good. Give her a way to land. Landing would be great so you can drop down in front of the healers, pick up bubbles on the ground. Anyway, first try win. Very good. Punisher next, and God, this guy's so cringe. You open it up with him saying, "I'm not a hero, I'm the Punisher."
Okay.
He's the basic vanilla shooter man. In the shooter game, it is considered one of the easiest characters because they assume you've played a Call of Duty before. I haven't. I'm pretty awful. We don't even get the first point. Absolutely embarrassing. Round 2. I just try hanging out in the back with the turret. That works a lot better. That's what I should have been doing the whole time. We clear out the point with the Judge, Judy, and Executioner.
Not Judge Judy and Executioner.
Round 2 is more of the same. Worse than being bad, Punisher is boring. I mean, it's effective. You got 37 kills. That's the most kills of the day. But did it feel good? Yeah. But did it feel fun? Also, yeah. I mean, it's fun to win. I don't even need to aim half the time. I just hold it down and they walked into it. They're bots! Bucky hours. Can I land my shots? Absolutely not. Am I gonna get the 50 kill streak with the again? Not a chance in hell. Will I sometimes shoot the AoE to slow down the team, to help the team get kills? Sure, I can do that at least. If you're crappy with a hero, just do chores. Take out the yonks, stay behind the shields, push the car. As much as I joke about the team carrying me, I am doing little things in the background that help. And killing the Wolverine a few times. At the very least, be in the group. Stand in the group of your team and send bullets out with them. Worked well enough to get a Winter Soldier W. Now as Wolverine, I don't even know how to do chores. If there's a hero with the highest skill floor, it's Wolverine, higher even than Spider-Man. Without proper skill, you're just dog shit Iron Fist. With proper skill, you're a tank blender. This is my second match as Wolverine, so yeah, not a blender. I don't land a single dive because I stupidly thought you're supposed to dive at people instead of standing behind them and using it to tackle them into your team. Third stock, we clear up the point, and it's pretty great. Things are clicking. Am I a pro Wolverine? No, we've just got really good healers, which by the way, Wolverine shouldn't need. He doesn't have a regen ability in this game. Yeah, make Wolverine a tank, double his health and give him regen, then cut his damage down a little bit. Like, he's just so lore inaccurate. Why am I good at beating Magneto as Wolverine? Even if the jump hasn't landed, it at least brings us back from spawn quickly. But yeah, wheels are on the bus. I have figured out how to shred, and the enemy team gets absolutely clobbered. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, first try, win. Seriously, I took a dinner break. It was chicken. And then... do it healthy. Cloak and Dagger is so interesting because it's two characters in one. If you play it wrong, if you play it right, just stay as Dagger, stand behind the team and keep them healed. Maybe hop to Cloak to rescue them from ults, but I'm not good at that. So I'm just gonna be a healer and I'm just gonna heal. Mason opens a portal, we capitalize and take the first point. Also, for the Star-Lord ult, I just hit our ult, which is good. It does things. Stand inside it. It heals you. I feel like people don't really register what it does, or at least don't capitalize on it. But yeah, Dagger, super fun, super easy. Love playing healers. Jeff the Shark is the Pikachu of this game, and goddamn are they right for doing that. Mason's playing Luna, so I get that Shark Tua, but I never really spit on that thing. I just like to keep my team healthy with Bubbles and Water Gun. Everyone can do damage, but there are only 2 of us on this team who can heal. So, you know, I'm gonna focus on the healing. I failed to do the funny Jeff thing and throw people off the map with the ult. Absolutely pathetic, terrible content, but we do get Doctor Strange on the second one. I died too, but I think he's more valuable to their team than I am to mine, and that was a bad call. After this, they get momentum on the cart and start moving. Now our team is staggered. They're inches away at overtime, but the rest of the team keeps it together while I was respawning. Thank God. I was worried I'd be up all night, and if I'm gonna be up all night, I want to get Loki. Love Loki. Literally love every healer in this game. They're so fun. If there's anything you should take away from this video, it's that you should play healers. I'm a healer propagandist. You like getting kills? Okay, healers get to do just as much damage as the DPS, and also you get to win sometimes. I copy Banner with my ult so we can hold the point a little longer, but then they get it. It happens. Copy Hulk again, just to take up some space, but maybe I should have copied the healers. Doesn't really matter. We lock them out super fast. That's 3 quick wins. It was so cool of Disney to make Elsa canon to the Marvel Universe, though making her a K-pop star was the more inspired choice. It's another round of hanging out in the back, doing my job, and being so happy to do it. Unlike Dagger, we actually do have to aim to heal, but most of our team is on the ground right in front of us, so not a problem. Just blast in. Maybe you'll hit the enemy team. That's fine too. Every time we get the ult, our team becomes unkillable for 10 seconds. It's so good, and then tragedy strikes. Our second healer leaves. The backfiller comes in and chooses a 4th DPS, just what we needed. Hey, even popping the ult doesn't work because the DPS was so trash and couldn't get a kill to save their lives. Literally. You need healing? Okay, bestie. I need damage. Kill someone. Good lord. Next time we're against a team with a Thor whose personal mission in life is to end my fun. No shade. He's doing his job, but good God, the dude was aggressive in the back line and no one was coming back to protect me. So I throw. We haven't thrown all day for speed, but it's just the best thing to do. I stayed off the point, but my damn Saiyan pride wouldn't let me stop healing the team. So I still participated. I healed the team. I just didn't heal the team on point. It's a soft throw. Tossed it underhand. Thankfully, we lost fast, and we're on to the 3rd match of Luna. The real struggle of the day is knowing that no matter what, you're only about 17% of the team. Being able to switch heroes in a hero shooter helps since you can figure out what your team needs to flex and fix it. But taking that away, we're really at the mercy of our teams for better or worse. 3rd match goes great. Maybe they were bots. I'll say that every time. We do well, just so you don't have to. We win though. Time to wrap it up. Unless we flop with my favorite hero.
Do the flop!
Yeah, Mantis is probably my favorite hero to play. Underrated best girl because she listens, okay? She's an empath just like me. And as an empath, I can feel how rigidly horny the enemy team is as they roll us. Absolute shit show. I did fine. Our Magneto was hot garbage. Let's try it again on Asgard. Stick in the back, get shots off when you can, and keep the team alive as much as possible. I'm mostly healing whenever I possibly can. It's not enough though. The other team is just carving everyone up. And to make it worse, I waste my ult at the end of the first point. That's a Major League, oof. The Iron Fist and the Wolverine on the enemy team are just both running into the back and eating us for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eventually, I start saving my sleep just to put the Iron Fist down. That's enough to get us back on the point, keep our people alive, and get a win on the 2nd point. But God, if we lose the 3rd point, that's a huge waste of time. I think a big boon was our Swagnito, swapped to Magneto. Like, it's in his name. Obviously, it's going to be his main. Until we lose, and that doesn't matter because now we have to do the 3rd round of a hero for a 2nd hero in a row. Back on Shibuya, Nice and strange, we have a Hulk. It's pretty great. 2 solid tanks that tank up together and let us charge that ult super fast. Solid team comp really is all it takes. Finally, we bring it in. Maybe it was bots, I just don't care. I mean, let's be real, bots are better than some of y'all. You know, a bot Spider-Man would be better than me as Spider-Man. Final hero, Rocket Raccoon, who does like no damage with this Gatling gun. That's fine, I'm a healer anyway. The mobility is really nice, being a small target's pretty great. We capped the first point, just need one more to put this challenge to bed. Round 2, the point has some lovely walls for our lovely balls to bounce off of. It makes the team feel unbeatable. Throw up an ult, that's a big win. Now in game time, that was about 9.5 hours or 570 minutes. With 33 characters, that averages out to about 17 minutes per hero. I'm pretty good with that actually. More wins than losses with over 50 matches. I think that's a pretty good sample size to say. I'm alright at this game. Not great, but I'm alright. I'd love to play more, but it definitely has some problems. I know I'm not the first person to say this. It's annoying how often the team comp sucks, but I blame the roster more than the players. I don't think we need role queue. More than half the cast are DPS heroes, which means 1, your favorite hero is more likely to be a DPS character, but also, if people are trying to play tanks and healers, there's fewer options, so figuring out how to counter them is easier for the enemy team, which makes it less fun. Make Wolverine a tank, make Storm a support, and then we'd have 16 DPS, 9 tanks, and 8 supports. It would at least be 50-50. Then add 7 more tanks and 8 more supports. If you want to know my picks for those characters, let me know. Maybe I'll make that a video. Leave a comment letting me know so I know you made it to the end. Join the Patreon to support the channel and the Discord to play a few rounds with me sometime. Follow us on Twitch to watch the streams. Check out Tulok the Cardbarian to see the Magic the Gathering channel. Check out Tulok the Barbarian for D&D 5e homebrew. Tulok and Mango for the Elden Ring. Bye!